Yo, what's up, Cosplay family? How are you today? Yeah, there is a delay on Van's side in case you're all wondering, because it's not unmuted him yet. Now he's unmuted.
I always forgot about that whole after the intro thing.
Yes, it's like, and also when I start a video, I have to manually mute you because it won't mute you until like 10 seconds in. I did, see, as Nabel, I did not mute him. I did not mute him.
What's up, Kyber Cave family? It is so good
Yes,
to see
hello, everybody. It's very wonderful to see you all. I am not going to be here next week, in case Van forgot to. This is my reminder. I will not be here.
I have a feeling I know why everybody's here tonight.
Because yeah, I'm sure.
Oh.
Go ahead.
I did actually forget about next week.
Of course you did. I'm just kidding. Okay. Yes. Why is everybody here tonight? The DeLong family is here, which is awesome. We're going to be learning about family cosplay. And also we have a NeoPixel Saber giveaway. Everybody,
giveaway.
if you... Yes. Very exciting.
And this is another... Oh. Should I show it
now?
Show it.
Show it.
Yes. Oh, there it is.
Oh my gosh.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. All right, this is the Ezra Bridger Saber. It is a NeoPixel. We had it charged and then the battery died again. So I think I can get enough for it to... Low battery. I can get enough for it to say low battery. So I will have it. We will get this out to you. It is a NeoPixel Saber. Valued over $500 for this. And this belongs to somebody. All you got to do is leave a message, which a lot of you guys are doing.
Yeah, I've already started counting the comments with our giveaway tool.
Woohoo! I can't even keep up.
It's okay. I started doing it.
All right. I want that NeoPixel.
Lots of people want it. I know, Deanne. I'd love for you to get it because I would love a reason to like meet you at the store and say hi. I saw James for like a moment when I went to KyberCon 4. For those who don't know, I was only there for like 40 minutes because I had hurt my back pretty bad earlier that week. And I wasn't even supposed to be in town. I was supposed to be on the trip that I'm taking this week. I had hurt my back and I went to KyberCon 4 in a wheelchair, of all things. Ugh.
Yes, but at least you were there. We were happy you were there.
Yes, at least I was there. Thank you.
Okay, I can't even keep up with all the comments right now.
I got it, honey. Don't worry. Looks
just like
little.
Everything else, I got it.
You know what? Yeah, as Nabal, I agree. It does look a little like a Kenobi saber. I think it looks a little bit Luke-ish too.
It's got
with the whole part that comes out at the top.
Right, and it is a thinner saber too, which kind of harkens back to for those of you that watch the Clone Wars, one of the things that people some people thought it was cool, some people didn't like it, but the blades were actually thinner in the cartoons.
Oh, interesting.
Than they were, in the movie. So it does have the 7/8 blade, but that comes with it. It also comes with the display stand that you can put together and even a separate emitter cap to make it more movie accurate so that when you don't have it in, you can put that emitter cap.
Interesting. Hello, Jessica Clark. In case you guys are wondering the rules of the giveaway, all you have to do is comment. You can't have won a saber in the last, 3 months or 6 months?
6 months.
6 months. And you can't be an employee of Kyber Cave or Kyber Cave Productions, which excludes me, which is fine. I have my own saber. She's beautiful. And
not only do you have your own saber, you literally have your own saber. Not many people can say that.
It's named after me. I even have a couple things of yours here.
Oh, yes. And
yes.
I'm excited about it. If you've seen our new packaging, that is some of the props that we had for the new packaging. So.
Yes, we took a picture with one of Van's dear friends named Lucky. She was actually a guest on our show a while back, a spoken poet. And in case you didn't see it, Van, because I know how much you missed us numbering the episodes, on today's thumbnail in the corner, I put the episode number.
Yay!
Which today is episode 203.
Wow, 203.
Yep.
So only missed it by 3 episodes, but That is the for those that do
Sandra
not
Betty,
know,
I'd
that
love
is
that for you guys.
giving away the NeoPixel. You want to know something else exciting too? I met so many friends this weekend. We were only 30 away from our next Saber giveaway. So we
What?
could be giving a Saber away next Sunday.
And I won't be here for it. Have fun.
No. Wait,
Um,
do I have anyone I'm working with, or do we have that lined up?
if you can find someone.
Am I being thrown to the wolves? All right.
Yeah, I'm throwing you to the wolves. If we have a guest booked, which I don't believe we do yet.
We do have a guest
um,
booked.
for the 15th.
I believe so.
We'll have to check.
Yes.
Okay, we do. Okay, then I'll make sure I get all of their info by like tomorrow because I fly out Wednesday.
We'll talk about that later. But it's Dave
Yes,
Hawthorne.
it's all business.
Dave Hawthorne of Colossal Girl is what I
Okay.
have in here.
Okay, sounds awesome. Yeah, Mezzo leaves. I leave on Wednesday to go see my sister, which is a trip I had booked actually at the end of July, but I had to cancel when I hurt my back really bad the day before I was supposed to fly out. I was in the middle of doing laundry and I threw it out like really, really bad. All right, so you can catch up with the comics now. Well, I do something that we do every week called
Dun, dun, dun. Nerdy
the
news.
Nerdy News. And look, I changed the look of it.
Oh, look at that.
I'm sitting at a desk with a news monitor.
Oh my God, you're all official. You fancy.
I
Look
was
at
just
you.
having some fun with their nerdy news. All right, first on their nerdy news, we got the 20. I'm going to remove the comment just for a moment so we can see this.
Yeah.
Skywalker Sounds, Matthew Wood explains why The Phantom Menace was his favorite movie to work on. So this gentleman here is actually the sound design engineer on the movie. And there's a really good, pretty lengthy interview that I will post in the comments, but you can see it in the description if you're watching the upload. It's a really lengthy interview and really interesting about how he worked with Lucas, how he got started as a teenager, as an intern and stuff. It was really interesting. So if you guys want to check that out, that is in the description and in the comments as well. The next thing on the news is not Star Wars related. So sometimes
We'll live.
yeah, we'll live. This is
It
actually
happens sometimes.
about Doctor Who, because I love Doctor Who.
Doctor Who?
So I forgot to change the words down below, so I apologize for that on the title card. But Ncuti Gatwa and Nicola Coughlan. Nicola Coughlan joins on the Christmas episode this year. So if you haven't seen the trailer for it, I suggest checking it out in the article that I just posted in the chat. You can see it in the description as well. You can see how Nicola Coughlan's character kind of gets thrown into the world and the life of the Doctor. You just see a quick moment, but it's really fun and interesting. For those who know, and Ncuti Gatwa is the Doctor, the most recent Doctor. And Nicola Coughlan, if she looks familiar to you, it's because you've watched Bridgerton. She plays Penelope Featherington. I have never watched Bridgerton myself. But now that I love her, I love seeing her, and I think she's absolutely gorgeous. And so it kind of makes me want to watch the show just because I want to see her work. Right. But she kind of introduces in the trailer for the Christmas special, she kind of introduces it to the fans. Hi, this is Nicola Coughlan here, and she's an Irish actress. Anyway, so that was their nerdy news for today, was information on the 25th Phantom Menace anniversary with the sound designer and the Doctor Who trailer for the Christmas special.
Nice. Thank you. That is your nerdy news. Joe says, I think he's a great Doctor. And
he is a great Doctor.
When's the High Republic movie coming? We're not one of those type of Star Wars channels, bro.
Yeah, dude,
we don't actually have real connections. Or anything.
Wish I knew that stuff.
We find out at the same time you find out.
Hi, Matt Grande in the chat. He's one of our patrons. Hello there. If you guys want to be a patron on our channel, you can actually visit patreon.com/KyberCave Productions, and you can support us for as little as $1 a month. You can see it scrolling along the screen down at the bottom there. There's actually 5 tiers right now, and if you subscribe to the top 2 tiers, you'll actually get a chance at a Saber in the May event. We do our May 4th giveaway. So we would love... Yes, you are a patron still, Deanne. I am so thankful for that. Distance Nerding is actually one of our patrons, which is pretty freaking awesome. So thank you so very much for all your support. It's one of the best ways to support us on this channel. If you also like to check it out, we do have a merch page, which is kcpmerch.com. And if you also like to support us another way, YouTube takes super chats. So you can actually super chat to our channel and just make a donation to help support as well that way. All right. So moving on.
It helps support, give away all of these free sabers. Don't forget, we give away a free saber every 100 subscriber. We are at like 2170 right now. So we're only 30 subscribers away. That means if you share this, let other people know about this show. And if you have any suggestions for guests that you would like to see on this show, you can always message us, and we are open to it. We've been running the show for 4 years. 4 years every week. We've had a couple of little breaks, but 4 years every week. It gets hard to come up with new and fresh suggestions all the time. So if you have ideas for something that you would like to see on this channel, please let us know. Merch, just like David says. Just
for you, Deanne, because they got merch, people. Oh, wait, wrong show. But just for you, Deanne. There's a little sound effect I can't get it. I can't do it right. There's just for the fun of it. Yes, merch. It's like Marsha. Okay, anyway. Every week, James Kaiser, our producer for Flow, the show, brings us a flow every week where we just kind of highlight a flow artist, whether it be a fire dancer, a glover, or a saber spinner. And this week is actually James Kaiser himself, aka Darth Cephalus. So please enjoy our flow. Yes, you want to say something?
Yes, I just want to say I am excited. We haven't had James on as our flow artist in a while. And when we were talking on the board, he reminded me that he's been on this show for over 3 years now, which is absolutely... I sometimes, because I don't talk to him directly, especially the way that we talk, and he doesn't come on it, as a host every week, I sometimes forget how long he has been such an integral part of the show. This is actually one of my favorite segments, because a lot of times I'm seeing something brand new that I've never seen before, or something that's, absolutely mesmerizing. And a lot of you may know that I have been a strong supporter of the flow arts since Kyber Cave's beginning 6 years ago. So, and so to be able to see James doing, James, the OG himself, Darth Cephalus doing it, it is always an honor and a privilege. Thank you, James Kaiser. We absolutely love you, bro.
Yes, we do. And Cute Cat Boy asked, how are you doing tonight? We are doing fantastic. We have a Saber giveaway. What night on the Saber giveaway is not fantastic? None.
Neopixel
That's the answer.
Saber.
Yes, Neopixel especially, which are the nice ones. All right, guys, please enjoy this week's Flow the Show, Darth Cephalus.
Woohoo!
All right, that was pretty awesome. Give yourself a second, Van, because you'll unmute any moment now. You won't be able to. For whatever reason, it's so delayed on that. There you go. You are unmuted.
I see it now. It's so, and then it even pops up in a box up here. You can talk now.
Yeah, it's so funny. Yes, you can talk now.
I love James. Says, James is fantastic.
This guy is the whole reason I got into Neopixel. I think he's talking about you, actually.
Me or James?
I'm not sure, but either way, great taste. Okay. And yes, he do got the moves. So it's actually one of James Kaiser's, Darth Cephalus's like practice flows that he had said. So I thought that was really cool and really interesting, and I'm really glad that he shared that with us so we can share with you. All right. So next, sir, it's the guests' time.
It
Sure.
is the guest time.
Yes.
This is so cool. I just spent I was just hanging out with them yesterday. We were just at con with them yesterday.
Oh, that's fun. That's exciting.
I am so excited about this. This show, I said we've been running for 4 years, and we have all different kinds of people on here. We have saber makers. It started off with saber companies, saber makers, and kind of expanded to conventions and things in general. We've talked to a lot of cosplayers. We've talked to cosplaying couples even, but we have not yet talked to a cosplaying family. A family that goes and does it all together. Because there's a whole bunch of logistics that are different when you have to take a kid with you. There's different, things that you have to think about. So I am very excited about it. This family in particular. If you are in the Northern California, well, actually, we were in Nevada technically yesterday. So if you are in the, Western Hemisphere, you might have run into this family. They do a lot of different characters and family cosplay. So I am excited to talk to them and find out about their whole process. Please give it up for DeLong Family Cosplay. Boom!
Like the VR.
Hey, you're quiet, man.
I love Bruce's face on that last picture. It's just the way he's look it up. How you guys doing?
Good.
It has been a long weekend. In fact, not just this weekend, but
that's him naturally. We're good.
You guys have been hitting a lot of different cons and shows the last few weeks. What is it like to be in the DeLong family?
Busy. We have cons pretty much every weekend through November.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And what are they? Do you go to all different types of cons, or do you have specific genres that you do?
No, we do all of them. We have Sinister coming up. They're a horror con. We'll be up in Oregon where you're going to be at soon.
Yes, Anna Medford.
So we had all kinds of them. We're trying to get to LA Con down there too.
Excellent. And do you do a different character or theme according to whatever con you're going to, or is it whatever you feel like doing for that weekend?
Little of both. So if it's like the May 4th shows or something, yeah, we're gonna pull something Star Wars.
Right.
A lot of the time, if we're hanging out with Phil, we'll make sure we at least have our Deadpool stuff with us.
Right.
Because you're not pulling Hydra Bob over there.
Let people know who Phil is, because not everybody on here may know who Phil is.
Phil is Distance Nerding.
Yes, that is right. That is our sister crew, Distance Nerding, out of Sacramento. Definitely, if you don't know about them, check out all the places that you can podcast. Just Google Distance Nerding; they'll pop up all over the place. Bruce, how much do you get to dictate what the family does? Like, do you get to come up with ideas for things that you want to do for cosplays?
What's going on?
Can he hear me?
He's on a little delay because he's listening through the YouTube.
Okay. I don't know how long it plays through the YouTube.
Do you get to pick the stuff?
How much do you get to pick what costumes we do?
Yes.
Yeah.
So he was
the
the one that started it, kind of.
Oh, okay. Well, let us know about that.
So the BMO costume?
Yeah.
That was the first big build we did. He wanted to be BMO, so we built him BMO, and then everything else just was, okay, what other characters from that universe can we make?
Nice.
And now we have Jake the dog, too.
Right.
So,
Do did you guys both get into it at first as well? Are you and Sandy, are you guys both cosplayers as well? Or did that come after Bruce had the interest to get into it?
I was, but I only had a Deadpool one. I had a basic Deadpool with my little baby hand. And
Mhm.
then once Bruce got into it, we just started making more and more costumes. And I used to only go to Sac Anime every once in a while and Sinister if they had someone I wanted to see.
Right.
So
And how did it evolve into going to all these different cons now?
just kind of once we started going to cons, you know how it is. You just like, okay, oh, if we only go to like 4, what's the point in all the work? Let's keep finding other things to put this stuff at. And then we started doing things like we got a lot of autographs. Bruce has a picture that has a lot of the Avatar cast on it.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
Yeah. Well, with the light.
Did you guys dress up for that one?
Yeah, he goes as Aang with the mohawk as part of the arrow. But this green one right here, that's Mankind.
Oh wow.
Because he was the older.
That's fantastic. So I'm sure you guys have a lot of stories maybe other families don't get to have. Are you guys I always find cosplay fascinating because it starts off where like you start going to conventions and you're dressing up, you're just paying your ticket money like everybody else. And then there are people that evolve to where like you start having your own table and then people want your photographs and you start becoming well known. I've already even seen a couple times in the comments. There was a couple people that knew you guys by name. So obviously you guys are making a name for yourself other than just being, people who go to conventions. What is the difference between being a professional cosplayer and people who just cosplay?
There's a community amongst the cosplayers and it's kind of regional. So like the Nevada and Sacramento and Bay Area one, and even down into like the 209 there, all that is kind of connected. So all of us end up at a lot of the same shows. So you end up running into a lot of people, and I mean, there's Elder, there's freaking
Boygans and Reno.
Boygans over there was cosplay for kindness. So Cindy Rue down in the 209 down there. So you end up running into a lot of people that you know over and over, and you get to know them, and then they'll go back and forth with, this is, or you see something on their costume, and you'll be like, oh, that's cool. How did you do that? And you just learn different techniques from each other.
Right. Why do you guys think that you choose to do this on weekends as opposed to, I don't know, going to different amusement parks or going rock climbing, or I don't know. There's so many things that you could be doing as a family. What is it that draws you to doing cosplay as a family?
Yeah.
Mr. Bruce,
you don't like upside down.
Do you guys always, when you go to a convention, is it always going to be like as a team or group cosplay, or could someone do one person do Avatar and one person do Star Wars and one person do Doctor Who or whatever, or do you guys always go as kind of a theme?
So not always is it as a group one. So like both of them have Power Rangers. I never really got into Power Rangers, so I either will go just as me and I'll just handle like cameras and stuff like that, or
you'll be the handler.
I'll just do a random costume, usually one of my simpler ones, something like Sid from Toy Story.
Well, you were Finn when we were Rangers at Sac Anime.
Yeah.
Nice. And how do you guys come up with your cosplays? Do you guys buy them online, or I know a lot of people that will go to like say thrift stores and find little pieces and put them together to make They're bigger ensemble. How do you guys get your costumes?
So there's a couple ways. I do most of the costume stuff. So I will make stuff. So like I know you've seen our Marvel zombies, the ones we did over at Silver Age. That whole lower face prosthetic, I custom built that whole thing.
Oh wow!
The actual base Wolverine costume I bought, and then I cut the chest and I made the silicone mold. I made a mold, made the silicone pieces that go in it. Her whole stomach one, her costume was a Spirit Halloween costume, but then that whole stomach piece was I cut out the fabric, and that was a custom made silicone thing. His was an Amazon Spider-Man mask, but that whole mouth thing was silicone that I custom molded.
Distance Learning says that you're a fabricator and prop maker, and Sandra is ridiculously creative.
He made the whole costume for Tater too, that Hydra Bob.
Oh, the Hydra Bob.
Yeah.
Oh wow. That is absolutely amazing. Do you guys have a favorite one as a family to do, or do you guys? How about this? Is there one that when you guys do it, you always get like people that are like, "Whoa, that is so cool!" Like, what is everybody's favorite one to see you guys doing?
BMO. 100% BMO.
Right?
Especially when little BMO starts giving the girls hugs.
Yeah, those little tiny arms.
The box comes up to his elbow, so he it's only like 4 arms coming out the box.
And then they forgot he's hugging me. BMO's hugging me.
You guys also do, man, dude. There's gonna be people in the audience that are gonna punch me in the throat. I can't even remember. It's a dinosaur from Rugrats, right?
Reptar.
What was that? Reptar. That's right. Did you build that one? I know. See, I knew it.
Reptar was 100% a build. That one's EVA foam through the whole inside, and then it's wrapped in felt. The head is made actually out of all that top head part. Is that green styrofoam that you use for like doing the flower decoration in the planters, the fake flowers?
Wow.
It was that stuff. It made a lovely mess everywhere sculpting that stuff. Filled the vacuum like 4 times cleaning up.
Right. Is that one that you can evolve? Like, can you as you learn the craft, you learn new ways to like go back and go, oh, if I do the head this way, or if I do this type of foam, it'll correct this type of problem that I'm having.
Well, yeah, like the first time I wore Reptar was to Sack Enemy Spring, and I wore it for maybe an hour because I first of all, the jaw was just EVA foam wrapped around the back, hooked to the front part, and then there's a little piece of EVA foam down here for the neck. The mouth, the top head just was so heavy, it was slowly closing in on my window, and it was bulging out on the sides. So when I brought it home, I ended up adding boards to reinforce it. And the other reason it only lasted that long was it was hot. I had 2 fans in there. I had my exhaust fan in the head that blows out, and I had one down in the tail going in. I added another 2 fans to that costume because it was hot. I added another big fan at the back, and then I got one of those waistband fans, and even then it's still warm. It's still only like a 2-3 hour, maybe 4 hour costume, and then you're like, I'm gonna take a break. But also Reptar gained.
I can't even imagine doing that for 1 hour
with a Reptar cereal on the bling bling chain.
Right. Wow. What about you, Sandra? Do you have a favorite one for you personally, and then one that you like to do as a group?
Sally the Ragdoll, because she's my favorite character of all time, and I just feel in character when I am her, and in character, and I can wear and I get attention. These 2 get a lot of attention in their costumes. I'm just like the bystander, but when I'm Sally, I tend to shine.
Right. Nice. Is there one that you like to do as a group?
One as a group.
Sandra?
The Ninja Turtles, probably.
Yeah.
The Ninja Turtles is a good one.
What do you guys do?
Costumes are nice and solid because it's the 80s animated series Turtles. and I have the foot soldier, and then she has April O'Neil with the camera and the microphone,
Nice.
and he has Casey Jones, and with a custom-made
Oh,
mask,
wow.
mask so that it fits over his glasses.
Wow.
Because-
I love that none of you are actually any of the turtles. That would
Just
be
in
so
universe.
cliche. Everybody
There's
else
so
is
many
the turtles.
people that
We're
do
just-
turtles.
Right. That means you get to get in
Three of us
all
got
the
four, so
pictures.
we really couldn't.
Mm-hmm. It
You guys are
minimizes
genius.
households. The only person that we ever really get, well, both of them sometimes will get doubles, but we
Right.
have not another foot soldier, especially not that era foot soldier. Even with
Yeah,
all the
I can imagine a
I've
foot soldier's
seen-
a rare character.
I've seen two of them, and they were from the first live action movie. That like gray costume
Wow.
with the big bug eyes.
How many different costumes do you guys have as individuals, and how many do you have that are group costumes?
Oh, how many do we have as individuals? How many do we have as groups?
Oh,
That's hard to say. Well,
yeah. I think we only have like each. You have
You
two
guys-
individuals.
I mean, are you
he has
constantly
maybe
making
one,
new
and I
ones?
maybe have one.
yeah. I'm working on costume. As soon as I have the project I'm working on for Graveyard, and then as soon as I'm done with that,
Mhm.
I have one I have to get ready for Sinister because that's like mid-October. That's coming up real quick here.
Yeah, we have to redeem
Right.
our.
Do you know what you're
title.
going to do?
I do, but it's a secret right now.
No, well, no, but what I'm saying is like, you were talking about October. It sounds like these are things that you have to really think about a long time in advance and really take a lot of preparation to get all your pieces together in time.
Yeah, we've known since last October what we're doing for this one.
Oh wow,
I've bought welding equipment for this costume.
welding equipment! Wow, do you have welding certification, sir?
Yes, I do.
Are you authorized to use that machinery?
Yeah,
Does Bruce
Yes,
know
I
what
am.
he's
I
doing
went-
with that thing?
I went to school for it.
Okay. I'll cut this.
Just kind of knows a little bit.
Do you guys constantly like, are you like, as a family, do you like sit at the dinner table and go, ooh, you know what we should do next? Or are you constantly like thinking of new things? Or is it like, Transformer Con is coming up, so we need to think of Transformer costumes, or G.I. Joe Con is coming up? Because I know you guys just recently did the Morphin Con, right?
Yeah, we did Morphicon. They already had costumes for that.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember the Tracy Weekend blend. I do believe you were there. Yeah. With the one that David Gonzalez was at.
Yeah, and the
They were
Michelangelo.
Power Rangers with the Power Ranger couple there.
Oh.
They also were at they did their Power Rangers at the Citrus Heights one that Carla from the Rita Repulsa was at.
Right. Yes.
So,
Yes.
but as far as picking costumes, it's usually kind of an ADD moment.
Mhm.
We're watching a show and one of us will be like, that one, I want that one. Or I'll be at like B Modoc, that one off we did for Silver Age. That was me at work and just words going through my head while I'm freaking under the hood in my own little world. And I went, Modoc, B Mo. That, okay, now I got to do that. God damn it, now I have to do that.
Is there like any bigger objective to your cosplaying, or is it simply for fun? Is it for family bonding? Are you trying to make a career out of this? Is there even a career path possible? Do people make money from cosplay enough that they can support their family and live their lives?
There is, but it's more on the building side typically. So, like I said, the project I'm doing for Graveyard here is going to be in his movie he is working on there, and then I also made him a bleeding prosthetic for his movie as well. So, like when you get little side shot things like that, you can make some money off of it that way.
Right. And where did you learn to do things like that? Is that something that, like, because there's some people that are just, like when they were younger, they were drawn towards like wood shop classes, or they were really good with building things, or maybe they were really good with machines and mechanics. Were you just always drawn to like figuring out how things worked, and now that lends you to being able to build these props?
Pretty much every mill in my family that when I was growing up was in some form of manual labor. My uncle's an auto body guy, and the other one is a plumber. My dad's a general contractor. So just a lot of my family were in different forms of construction and automotive. So I would go help. So like my uncle he used to have an old 70s pickup, and now he has a 71 El Camino. I've put an hour under that hood. I used to be when I'd come home from school, I'd be the one, I don't want to do my homework. He's working on the damn car. I don't want to do this. Getting told I had to finish my homework before I could go wrench.
Some people are just better with that stuff than others. Sandra, how do you feel about all this with Mom? I'm sure you have to juggle things like, making sure that everything in the family gets done and everybody stays on track. I know it usually falls in the women's responsibility to do all the scheduling stuff. Is that how it is with you guys?
Yes. Oh, sorry. You weren't talking to me.
See, but I told you it usually happens with most of the women I know.
Yes, pretty much. I'm the one who gets all the cons, writes them down, puts them in, because I also schedule Bruce's stuff. Like, we are gonna try to do Tahoe Con, and also him go to a birthday party next weekend. And I'm managing talking to the parents, because they even moved the birthday party, because I told them that weekend they wanted to do it. We're going to be in Oregon. So they moved it because it's one of Bruce's best friends.
Oh, snaps.
And so that's where I come in. I'm basically the family manager. Like I always have been, but now just adding cosplay stuff and Comic-Cons into the mix too.
Right. Do you guys do the competitions, or do you? I know for us, you helped out with KyberCon 4. You guys were part of the judges, and you helped run the costume contest section. But do you guys also enter competitions?
Some of the shows. So there's certain ones that will take your whole day. So like Sac Anime has a big show, and it's a good prize to win and all, but you're going to give up your Saturday for it.
Yeah, that's a huge show.
Over half your day there.
Right.
So some of them, if we're wearing normal costumes or costumes we've done 2-3 times in a row before, it's been seen. We don't need to go enter a contest. But there's like Sinister, we kind of have a streak going, so we enter all of the Sinisters.
Yeah, we're like their favorite family now too.
He is 2 for 2 on the kids category because they didn't have it on the last show. And then they do it twice a year. They do June and October. So last October we got best in show, and then last June we got best in the advanced category.
Oh,
so coming into this one, we kind of have to put a good costume in there because
well, you have your honor to defend, sir. Do you guys have cosplays that you guys are working on now, or like?
I want that wrestling belt.
What was that?
We want the wrestling belt again. When you get best in show at Sinister, you get a big shiny wrestling belt.
Ooh, yeah, I'm a sucker for big shiny objects. Do you guys have ones that you're working on now, or it seems like when I talk to a lot of cosplayers, there's always something in the works or something they're thinking about and trying to finagle how to put together.
So this blackness behind us is just a piece of fabric hiding the mountain of half-done projects. Because there's at least 4 or 5 costumes back there that are like, the parts are at least there.
Right.
Because there's certain ones where it's like, okay, I need like 7 different types of fabric. So anytime I come across the right fabric, it's like, all right, I'll grab a bunch of this and I'll set it aside. Once I get all the parts and I have a time frame where I need to send it to, then I'll make the costume. But we have that one for Sinister that is the one I'm working on right now.
Jeffrey, you do the prop making. You were saying you do the prop making. Do you do sewing as well, or is that Bruce's department?
No, Bruce, we're starting to get him into building some of the stuff. We have one project that we're working on to give to somebody.
Oh,
but that he's going to be helping with, and then but he's starting to help out because he's realizing he's getting to that point where so one of the things a lot of judges will judge you on is how much of it did you build, and how much of it, what's the quality of what you built, how finished of a product does it look?
Right.
Like up at Silver Age when he was B Modoc, he got second place because I built the majority of that costume, and the girl that got first place was the girl with the fallout, and she had made the arm bracelet piece and the full jumpsuit.
Ooh.
So
yeah, I mean, it blows me away sometimes, some of the imagination and creativity. Especially, we had Odin Speaks on this show roughly a couple of months ago, and it blows me away how you can take a piece of foam and make it look like it's metal. He has this Mecha Godzilla suit that, I mean, it just looks so lifelike, like real metal, but it's all foam.
Yeah, well, a lot of it is foam will hold its position real well. Unless it gets hot. So once it gets hot, it like aerates and expands for a moment, and you can shape it. And once it cools back down, it'll stay that way.
Right.
So you can get a lot of those weird curves and contours out of it that way.
Right.
So, and then that stuff, there's a couple things you have to do in the painting process that's different than like painting a piece of metal.
Right.
But it's just prep your material properly and you get a good paint job. That's
nice. Do you guys do use that in your building?
Reptar is completely EVA. That's all EVA under the fabric. So, but my big sword for D&D Fin or not D&D Fin, D&D pool.
Yeah,
I have the D20 dice shield and the big sword. Those are both. And then I also will use the pink installation foam too for some stuff. So like the Marceline base you've seen that she carries around, or that Finn sword I have, that yellow one.
Right.
Those are both pink installation foam. So is his whole BMO costume.
Oh wow. Do you ever feel hot in that BMO costume, Bruce? How do you feel in that costume?
Hot in the BMO?
Yes.
Do you like it when people stop and ask you to take pictures with them?
No one.
Do you like when people take pictures with you? When you're in like costume and people want to take pictures with you? Do you like that?
You like the attention?
Yes.
What is BMO your favorite costume to do yourself, Bruce?
Is BMO your favorite costume?
What's your favorite costume? BMO? Yes or no?
You thinking?
Or do you have one that you like better?
The BMO or the dude TDs?
People with the lightsabers!
Yeah! I like the addition of lightsabers. That's always a must.
The kid pool from Deadpool Corp actually had lightsabers in the comics.
Oh, wow.
He has green sabers.
Woo! If you guys are doing Kid Pool's cosplay, you know where to come. KyberCave.com. Do you guys, as a family, all have different dead? I know you do, Jeffrey. Sandra, do you have? Oh, do you do a Lady Deadpool?
Yes, she actually has two. She wants to know about your Deadpools.
Oh, yeah, I have technically two. I have the normal Lady Deadpool jumpsuit, and then I have what I call a lazy Lady Pool. But either way, I call my Lady Pool Juanita, and instead of having guns, she throws chanclas at people.
I like it. You can have like chocolates across your back. That's fantastic. Do you guys have any that cons that you guys are like really looking forward to that you guys have on the calendar? Maybe one that you haven't been to before that you like have always wanted to go to?
We always go to Sinister, and that's the next one that we're really looking at. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, we'll be hanging out with you guys up there in Oregon within like 2 weeks, I think that is.
Right.
But the big con that we're trying to get to right now is LA Comic-Con.
Right.
One that I really want to get to eventually is I want to get to Monster Palooza because I'm a big horror fan.
Nice.
But it ain't in the cards this year. Maybe next year.
Are you guys at the point now? Are you at the point where you trade like your services? Like some people are having you come in so they accommodate your rooms, or you get in for free, or are you still more on the fan side where you have to pay to come into conventions?
We have a handful of friends in good places, so we get into some of the stuff free.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes you already know we help out Distance Nerding all the time at their booth.
Right.
I mean, otherwise Tyler would be dying over there freaking of nicotine fits.
Right.
So but even if we didn't, we actually got the forever passes for Team Colossus, so we'd get those free anyways. But so some of the shows we know people, so we end up getting in that way. But
right.
And then Cindy Rue does the weekend blenders, and if we're not already booked somewhere, we will try to do the Tracy one and the
Citrus
Heights ones whenever we can. The Clovis one's a little out of the way.
Do you guys both have regular 9-to-5 type jobs?
Yeah. So I work on like the big trucks, kind of like the ones you see PG&E driving with the big bucket trucks and the drills and stuff like that.
Right.
Water trucks and stuff like that. And then she's a preschool teacher.
Yay! I teach the adults.
Yay! Give it up for preschool teachers. That was the best job I've ever had. The second best job I ever had is the current job because there's not many jobs that beat swinging around a lightsaber all day long. But if there is a job that beats it, being a preschool teacher, when I was in a high quality school, I absolutely loved being a preschool teacher. That is amazing. Do you find, Sandra, does that help lend to your creativity?
Stop. Leave him alone.
Oh yeah, that's a big outlet, the creativeness, because I get to come up with fun projects. Like one time at one site, I was actually the lead for the 2-year-olds, and they didn't have faith that I could come up with science projects for the science fair for 2-year-olds, and they were amazed at what I was able to come up with for 2-year-olds to do.
Right. What kind of project did you do?
What kind of project?
Oh, the big one that got everyone's attention was like you got Hot Wheel tracks with the rubber band launchers, and we tested the speed of different style cars where I did it for them, and we voted which one would go faster, and then the kids got a chance to launch them themselves so they can test their strength and see how fast they can pull the car. And the parents in the whole school just thought that one was amazing because the kids got to be hands-on and play with cars in a scientific way.
Oh, those are the best projects. The hands-on projects are the best ones. Do you guys have, we're going to get ready to wrap up here in a couple of minutes, but do you guys have any ambitions or things that you really want to work towards that maybe you guys haven't done before? Maybe like more elaborate cosplay or things with more elaborate props, or maybe even vehicles, or is there any, what's in your future?
So there's a lot of costumes coming up, but next towards the beginning of next year, I'm working on getting our YouTube channel actually having more videos on it, because right now I have like one real video and one short. So need to build up that library some, and then we're gonna start pushing on that. So we're probably gonna go to less cons, more focus on which cons we actually go to. And then there's a couple big costumes. One of them is I'm gonna build Appa from Avatar.
Right.
And I'm making it so that there's a shelf on the back, so when he's Aang, he can actually stand in the saddle.
Oh, that's super cool. I love that idea.
And
Bruce, do you have a dream costume, Bruce?
Do you have a dream costume, boy?
What's your dream costume that you want to be that you haven't done yet? Think. Bluey.
Oh, Bluey. Everybody. Have you guys ever? This is gonna be my last question. I'm gonna let you guys. I'm gonna leave you guys if you have any words of inspiration for us or people who are interested in cosplay. Do you ever go up and meet characters that like in original costumes, and you go and meet the characters at these conventions?
Yeah, all the time. We just did GalaxyCon, and he was dressed as Aang, and we met the girl that played Korra from Legend of Korra.
Right.
And she actually, her handler had us take a picture with her. There's been a couple of them where different people wanted pictures with us. We've also had like John DiMaggio from that was Jake.
Yeah.
I showed up in my Jake suit, and he wanted pictures with us. He gave us
wow.
pictures. So we've had that like 3 or 4 times at least.
That is fantastic. All right. Well, do you have any words of wisdoms as a family or as individuals, as a woman, as a child?
Go for it. If you want to dress up, just do it. Doesn't matter what anyone thinks, their budget, whatever. Just go out and have fun and do it.
Yeah, my first costume was not great. It was a really cheap like Halloween store Deadpool mask.
Right.
Wish.com hoodie, Deadpool hoodie. That was like his whole top half, and then a pair of pants I got at I think it was a Ross.
Right.
And then some Crocs I found out of freaking like Ross or DD's or something like that.
Right. But
so I think my whole original costume was probably like $40. So even on a budget,
did you have fun? That's the important question.
Yeah.
Excellent. That's what it is all about in the end. DeLongs, I love you guys to death. I see you guys so often. I mean, we're going to be in Animedford together here in another week and a half. By the way, that is our guest this next week. We have Dave Hawthorne from Colossal Girl. He will be our guest in this spot next week for people who want to know what show we have coming out as Mez is gone. I had to be reminded. But DeLongs and Brucey Bruce, I want to thank you guys so much. I love you guys. It is always a pleasure to see you guys and to see how much fun you guys have at the conventions. You guys have a beautiful night. Thank you for coming on.
All right. Well, see you in a couple weeks.
We'll see you.
See you in 2 weeks. Adios, you piece of toast.
What's up? Mezzo's back.
That was the DeLong family. Hey, I see a comment from here. Arden says it's time to get my D&D group to sub. Speaking of D&D, I think you should let people know what we've got going on around here.
All right. So if you guys want to hear what's going on around at Kyber Cave Productions, we are actually going to be doing a couple of things. We have our kind of like you would say D&D style, but it's called the New Order. And Aubrey, Captain Lady Moon, here on our channel, she and her friend Melody had co-created a game. world exploration adventure role play game that myself and several others took part in. Frey Girl, Shadoo, and Graveyard, and of course Captain Lady Moon and myself, we all took part in it, and I have, I think, 9 episodes. I just finished editing the first one, and we just recently found like a good way to kind of get our editing to go a little bit quicker, because to give you an idea, I spent 5.5 hours on just the first episode. Which is a very long time. And so
Yes.
I'm going to be editing the second one soon. And the third and fourth, we're going to get a bit creative with it, because we actually lost the third, and the fourth, we only have my audio. And we're actually going to reenact and do cartoon characters and everything. It's going to be fun and silly.
So hey, I want people to know too. I hope this is not disclosing too much, but when you hear us ask for your help on Patreon, whether it's $1, $5, or $10 a month, that money goes towards this young lady here having the time to do that editing. All these fantastic shows. We used to, at one point, not too long ago, we used to have shows running 7 days a week. And of course, with that kind of projection and burnout, we have producers that are working on different projects now, and they're going to come back when they're ready, or they're working on other things. We always have new producers coming in. We have Ron Mullins, who has a brand new show coming out soon too. So we are always interested in new shows. If you have a creative and fun idea that is a nerd centric, we would love to hear your ideas here. And we are always open for more programming on our show.
Yes, please, if you have an idea and you'd like to talk to us about it, you can message us on our email at kybercaveproductions@gmail.com. I get those emails, and I look every day at our email. Probably a couple times a day, I check our email just to make sure I don't miss anything that anyone sends to us.
And we even have a Discord.
Yes, we do have a Discord, which I believe is listed in our link tree. It's not super active, y'all, if you're on Discord much, but it's a great way to chat. And I'm always on Discord because I do have a couple of things I work with on Discord, and I'm online a lot on Discord. So you can always, if you see me on Discord, you can always DM me on there and ask a question. I don't mind. Unless I become famous, then I'll mind. No, I'm just kidding. That is not going to happen.
To do it at that point.
Yeah, right. It's hire a secretary. All right, guys. Next on our show, we have Guess That Saber.
Saber. I guess guess, huh? Not name.
Yes. All right. Who
It's
can
already been
figure out which Saber this is?
Ooh.
It's had a few like Mark IIs and stuff like that I've seen online, and I got the one that I saw was like the closest to the original.
Right.
I've seen
some answers coming in over here on the site. Wait, am I doing the thing, or are you doing the thing?
Yeah, I said you were doing it. Now the interview's
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad.
It's all good. Somebody says Count Dooku. Kevinson Count Dude. I like that name.
Someone said the Green Mama, which is actually a really good.
It's throwing people off. It's not Dooku.
It's not. I knew it.
I already did Count Dooku once.
Wait! Don't do it. I'm gonna do it in the private chat. I think I know who it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Van's going to give me his guess privately.
I'm submitting my answer, and I'm trying to keep up with everybody's comments.
I believe you're correct, sir.
Oh!
So, guys, this saber belongs to Darth Bane.
Darth Bane.
Yes. It does have a curved hilt, just like Count Dooku's, but it is not Count Dooku.
Yes.
This is Darth Bane's saber. You can actually see an image of Darth Bane in the background there that I threw in.
Look at Arden. I didn't know if Arden came up before or after you said.
I am not certain. And then Zachary Dark Nihilus, a lot of Sith going on there. But yeah, I thought it looked like a lot like Count Dooku, but I already did Dooku once, and I don't like to repeat the sabers. So I wanted to throw you off all a little bit. The next one I think will be a little easier. I want
to give some people some background, okay? Because this is my department. This is stuff that I actually know about.
Okay.
That is a very rare and beautiful saber. That is a Darth Bane design. In the comic books, he's said to have a curved hilt silver with claws at the beginning and the end. So this was actually, I believe it's Saber Genesis. that made the saber, but it was very limited. And so they only come out in limited batches. So if you ever get the privilege of seeing the saber, I've seen it once in real reality because that bone part looks so cool. So
Yeah.
this is a real saber in real life. We do not at TEXQ, we do not carry it, but that is a real saber. Good find there. Good find, Marissa.
Thank
I'm
you.
so proud of you, Miss.
I know, like, oh gosh. No. All right, next one. Who can figure out what this one is? Don't say it yet.
Oh, come on!
I know you.
You guys should know this. You guys should know this.
It's a pretty unique looking hilt, right? We are
It's a
3 Arrow
very-
Games. The raffle will be at the
Yep.
end of the show.
There we go.
And yes,
3
it
arrows.
is Ezra Bridgers.
Woo!
Yes, which is really funny that you had Ezra's for tonight's giveaway, a different
How
Ezra
funny.
Bridger one. So that is Guess That Saber. That is this week's Guess That Saber, which is a fun little segment that Van May kind of came up with, was like Guess That Pokemon, but Guess That Saber. And so each week I try to do 2 of them because I feel like one is just too short and not as much fun. Everyone
Right.
knows Ezra. You know what? I haven't watched the animated series, so I didn't know what that saber looked like until I found it. So, yeah.
And if you've been watching the show for any time, she will throw some on you that I guarantee nobody in the chat will know.
Yes, like the one that has been known for that was the one that I threw at people that nobody knew was Celeste Morin's saber. Everyone was like, "What?" And that's part of written canon in a graphic novel. So, and I gave a whole background. So that was like a few weeks ago. If you guys go and watch that, I think I was solo that show. But I'm not 100% sure. But if you go check out one of the shows I was solo in, I do Guess That Saber. One of the ones I did was Celeste Morin. And that was like, I kind of realized nobody would probably know who that was. So I gave a whole background on it.
It was good. I was really impressed. I was like, wow, I learned some stuff.
You're behind on comments, boy.
Yeah, that's right.
You have like 15 sitting there. All right, guys, guess what it's time for? It is time for the Saber giveaway. And let me tell you the rules. All you had to do was comment. Right now we have 31 entries already. If you commented, you've entered. The rules for the giveaway: you cannot have won a Saber in the last 6 months, and you can't be an employee for Kyber Cave or Kyber Cave Productions. So if you're not any of those, that's good. If you cannot come to the store to pick it up, you do have to pay for shipping. That's the only kind of disclaimer, I guess, in the sense when it costs the money. I think I think we're shipping is like $15-ish.
It is $15.
Yes, $15. And
In the
after
continental United States.
Continental United States. Once we announce the winner, you have 1 week to contact us. Specifically, the preferred is kybercave@gmail.com. You can do Kyber Cave Productions. I'll just forward it to Kyber Cave. Or you can actually contact Kyber Cave or Kyber Cave Productions on the Facebook page.
That is
Either
the
way,
best way.
yes, you get the message to us. We will get it sorted for you. All right, are you ready? Are you ready? Let me get this screen up to share
I think
with
a lot of
everybody.
people are ready. Oh, wait, is
lot of
everybody? We got to
people
build
are
up.
ready.
We got to build up the drum. Well, wait. Let's build up. Let people give that last minute to get their
Yes,
comment
get that
in.
last minute.
All you got to do is leave a comment.
Entertain you with Van's laugh.
Oh, wow. Okay, so I do want to remind people,
Sorry.
don't forget to come to kybercave.com. We have the best in combat sabers. All our sabers come with a 1-year warranty. We have NeoPixel and RGB sabers both. We have a lot of fun. We've been meeting a ton of people at the conventions. We've been traveling a lot further than we have and doing a lot more conventions. So I want to thank all of those brand new people that we met just this weekend, and even the people that we just met at GalaxyCon 2 weeks ago. I see a lot of the names here. I want to thank you for hanging out with us. We are giving away a NeoPixel tonight because we hit 200 episodes of Saber Rattle, and we have hopefully 200 more for you. I told you we do not stop until we get Tara Strong on the show. That is the only thing that will like.
Wouldn't that be pretty freaking spectacular?
Hey, we've had some. You know what? For people that are brand new, we have had some spectacular guests on this show that you would not have expected. We're friends with the Squid Game actors.
John D. Michaels, Jeffrey Giuliano.
That's right. He used to be a host on one of our shows.
Yes, and we have our dear C3PO, who is absolutely spectacular.
That's right. So we try to do a lot of fun things here on the channel and at the store. We are one of the few Saber companies that has a storefront. So if you are ever in Northern California, please come visit us in Vacaville, California, or check out the website kybercave.com and KCP merch if you want your own conspiracy theory shirt or shot glasses or tape.
Yes.
We got all kinds of stuff. Go check it out. Help support us, please, so we can get more stuff on the channel for you.
Sandra Betty here, who is the mama from DeLong Family Cosplay, says, it's a pretty unique laugh. Yes, for those who don't know, as kind of a joke, I made a video of all of Van's laughter throughout several episodes, and I took it and made it an audio file that's available here on the show.
Wow.
For whenever we want. It'll give when Van's gone one weekend, I'll say, we miss Van, and then I'll pop out there, and all you'll hear is... You're like...
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Oh yeah, I still have it on there just for the fun of it. All right, so let's get back.
All right,
into
I think
this.
Everybody's had enough time, right?
Everyone's had enough time. Here we go. Here
Sorry,
it goes.
this isn't charged up, but this saber belongs to who?
Who's gonna be? Who's gonna be? Justin Moore. You have just won tonight's Saber. He was here at the beginning of the show. I'm not sure if he's here at this moment. But Justin Moore, congratulations on winning the Saber. You have 1 week to contact us. Please do so at the emails we mentioned before or on our Facebook. If you guys did not win tonight, do not fear. We have another giveaway coming up because we actually do a Saber giveaway every 100 subscribers. So what's the best way to have more giveaways more often? Share the channel and get people to subscribe and watch our show.
Spread the love.
Spread the love, the love.
I want to remind everybody too, next week, Mets, of course, will not be here, but David Hawthorne, the producer of Colossal Girl Entertainment, he does conventions in 3 or 4 different states. He is the director of Anna Medford, which will be coming up the weekend after. So this is his last Sunday to promote the show before the event happens. So that's why he's coming on this Sunday. Anyways, he will be here. If you have any question, if you've ever thought of starting your own convention, this would be the person to ask.
Oh gosh, I just did the wrong thing. All right. Sorry, I just pressed a weird button. 3 Arrow Games, we just did the raffle. We just did, not a raffle per se, we just drew the name. It was Justin Moore, who is now in the chat. So congratulations, Justin. Please message us at kybercave@gmail.com, kybercaveproductions@gmail.com, or either of those pages, Facebook pages. You just get the message to us, and we'll get it to you. Don't fear. We'll have another one pretty soon. The next one, 3 Arrow Games, the way it works here at Kyber Cave is that we do a giveaway every 100 subscribers, and we are getting close to 2,200, I think it is.
Yes. We're 30 people away, or we were at the beginning.
We're like 30-ish people away. So when we get to 2,200, the Sunday after that, or that if it's on that Sunday before the show, we do a giveaway then. So share, tell people about it. Yes, and we'll do another one.
If you're ever wondering when that's going to happen, if you don't watch this show every Sunday, you can hang out with us on Facebook or on Instagram. We'll usually let you know when something big is happening. Like, hey, if we have an idea that this Sunday night we're going to be hitting the next goal, then we'll let you know ahead of time on all of our social media that we can. So
to be official, we are 25 subs away.
Oh, wow, we picked up another 5 during the show. Thank you guys. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, guys. Yes, and everyone, I have Sandra Betty made a really great suggestion, and DN says, where's first we need a Van sound font, that your laugh should be a font. So I think it would be hilarious, like every time the saber hits, it's
man, oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
It's so embarrassing. I've had so many people say I sound like God, what is his name? Seth
Rogen. He's like he's like that. I don't think you quite sound like him. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining us this week. I will not be here again next week, so but I will be back for the following week. You'll be just fine. But I will be getting stuff prepared and all that for the following week, so you guys don't have to worry about things not being on here. If it goes bad, that means it's not my fault.
She gets a reprieve for 1 week. All right. The sad news, the bad news to let you know about is I will be here next week. So you will be hanging out with me, maybe with somebody else too. I don't know if I'll have a cohort in this. Hopefully I do.
It's just an opportunity to get more van laughter sound font by.
Yeah. All right, y'all. We got one more segment called the Talk of the Town. So Mets, roll the Talk of the Town kindly. We'll see you guys next week.
Have a good week. We'll catch you later. Enjoy Talk of the Town. Bye.
Peace.